Hello my lovelies and welcome back to the channel. Happy Wednesday. I hope you are all doing really well and have had a good week so far, and that the rest of the week will also be good for you. So my name is Sharon. I am 62 years old for the next couple of months at least, and on a Wednesday my videos are usually something to do with food, the shopping that I've bought. If I've cooked anything that I've not made on here before, I usually try and include that as well. So today I have got two Sainsbury shops. So I popped in after the last Wednesday's video. I think my first shop of the month was the 6th of October. And then I went in later in the week after the Sky VIP freebie went live, which is on a Wednesday. So I went in for that, but I'd also seen on one of the groups that I'm in on Facebook that a lot of people had been sharing the Nectar price deal in Sainsbury's on both the Lurpak and the Cathedral City cheddar. So I also wanted to pick those up as well, which I did. So you'll see those. I'm not sure if that's still on the Nectar price offer this week or not, but it's definitely worth checking out if you're in the vicinity of a Sainsbury's and you've got a Nectar card, because it worked out that the Lurpak 4.75 had £2.38 off of it, so it made it £2.37. So basically that is 38p more than the spreadable butter that I've been buying in Aldi for some time. But I thought it was such a good price for Lurpak that I was going to get it. And then the Cathedral City, so I didn't need cheese. I've still probably got about a quarter of the one I last bought, which I can't even remember when it was. But at that price again, I thought, well, let's just get it because I will run out before the end of the month. So let's just get it today while I'm going in for the Sky VIP freebie. And the Cathedral City should have been £3.75 and it had £1.88 off of it on a Nectar price. So it made it £1.87. Which, yeah, I thought was, again, a really good price. They didn't have the Sky VIP freebie that day, but I did manage to go in yesterday and get that along with a couple of bits, which you'll see, a couple of bits needed for this week. And what I did do was I bought a couple of things for the Christmas cupboard, because I'd said a while ago that I was going to try to do that every single week, and I've not been doing it. It's just I've been forgetting, to be honest with you. So I picked up two things for the Christmas cupboard as well, which you will see. Also in this video, I was planning to use the pork that I'd got on a yellow sticker. I think I paid £1.69 for a pack of diced pork, and my intention on Saturday was to make that with you and film it. And then I had quite a nice surprise actually, because I was off on Saturday last week and working on Sunday, and my friend, who I always say lives in Kos, but she's here more now than she is in Kos, she happened to message me and said, are you in? And I was, and I had no plans other than housework and making that casserole. So yeah, we ended up spending the day together, which was really lovely. I pre-warned her because she does watch, I think she's the only friend I've ever really told about this channel, or who watches YouTube anyway. And she does always watch my videos. And I said, yep, you can absolutely come round, but I'm going to have to make a video when I make the pork casserole. And I didn't. We were just chatting away, and I was making it without thinking about filming. So I have got some kind of clips, and I do run through with you how I made it. I did do it like a stew, although it is more of a casserole, but I didn't want to use the oven, and it wasn't necessary. It all did really well on the hob, and tasted it exactly the same as it would have done if it went in the oven. But it's definitely the oven for me that takes the energy. But to me, if it's on the hob, it's a stew. But really, it was meant to be a pork casserole, but it tasted no different. So I'm going to go with it and say I made a pork casserole, and you'll see some of that, and I will run through how I made it. And I have to say it was absolutely delicious. I will definitely be looking out for diced pork again when I'm in the supermarket. And I have got a little bit of a list in my head of yellow sticker things that I do want to keep my eye open for. And that is still a couple of things that I haven't been able to pick up lately. And that is beef mince and also some kind of joint like a chicken or something like that. I've got my eyes open for. And what I did when I was in there yesterday, I checked the shelves, and I know that today there should be some mince being reduced because it had today's date on it. Will I get there in time? Because I'm day off today, but I've got a hair appointment this afternoon. Got to get the train over and back. I'm not sure if I'll be back in town in time for the reductions, but I will certainly give it a go. And then I'm meeting one of my friends that I only see a couple of times a year now since I've moved. And I'm seeing her this evening. So that'll be really nice. And in other updates, I finally got myself a pair of loafers. So I'd wanted these Marks and Spencer's loafers for ages. I think they're last year's, I think. But I really liked them, really wanted them, and loafers seem to be really in again at the moment. And I started looking on Vinted a little while ago, and honestly, like with these things that go viral or are really hard to get hold of, the prices sometimes can be ridiculous for secondhand goods. And they were selling for like £50 or £60. And I thought, well, I'm definitely not paying that, even if they are brand new and have never been worn. I'm not paying that on Vinted. It's ridiculous. And I guess it's just supply and demand and how much you want something, really, isn't it? And I was really lucky because I had 31, I think it was 31.60, wasn't it, that I had in my Vinted account. And then I just picked up, went on the app, and it has like the recommendations for you based on things you've looked at previously, doesn't it? And it had a pair of these loafers, and I think they hadn't long been put up, only like a couple of hours before. And they were 30 quid, and they had been worn, but I didn't really care. I just thought, oh, well, if someone else has broken them in for me, all the better. And they looked in really good nick. So I got them. And this is they. So yeah, really, really happy with those loafers. Got them in my usual size after the debacle of the other M&S shoes, which I'd got in a 7, which were like boats. And then got the 6 off of Vinted, which was far too tight and wouldn't have any give in them at all because they were plastic. So yeah, these are in my usual size, which is a 6, and they fit fine, and I really like them. So I'm really, really happy, because it's always hit and miss buying things online, isn't it? Whether it's with sizing or with quality. And of course, if you're buying something brand new, you're able to return. But what on earth is this? The Wi-Fi. Some message about the Wi-Fi. Oh well. All the green lights are on the router, so yeah, I don't know what that's about. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so when it comes to sizing and quality and all of that kind of thing, you know, you can return stuff if you're buying things brand new, but when you're buying it from eBay or Vinted, chances are I've bought things before that I haven't been happy with, and you can't return. Yeah, sometimes you end up getting in a bit of a spat with a seller, maybe. That did happen to me once, but yeah, not good. People get aggy, they don't want stuff returned to them, they've sold it, they've got the money, and that's what they want, so it's always a little bit awkward. So yeah, I'm really pleased that they fit well, and I haven't got to think about selling those on as well, so that's super good. And then also in this video you will see a healthy snack as well. It's a healthy, I say it's a healthy snack because lots of people that I follow on Instagram that go to the gym and drink protein shakes and all of that kind of thing often will make this healthy snack, and it is rather delicious. And also for me, it's more for those times when I occasionally need a little bit more fibre. So yeah, we won't do TMI, but you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I've got the healthy snack also in this video. So let me know if you've ever made that healthy snack, if you're going to make it. Also, any pork casserole recipes that you guys have got out there that may be different to mine, let me know, and I would love to hear all about it. So I will insert all the clips now, and I will say thank you so much for watching, and for all of your likes, comments, and of course those of you who are subscribed. And if you watch my videos and you're not subscribed, don't forget that it costs you nothing. It just means that you will be notified when I put up a new video. So thank you so much. If you're watching the ads for more than 30 seconds, it is greatly appreciated. And can I just say, does anybody else have one side of their hair which curls better than the other? Or one side that drops really quickly and the other side doesn't, and it makes you look like you've got longer hair on one side of your head? I have got my hair appointment this afternoon. Have I already said this? I don't know. Yeah, finally, twice I've had to rearrange it. I never double book myself, and I've done it twice. Would you believe it? Yeah, did it twice. Ended up, I try and make my appointment when I'm in the hairdressers. If not, I'll come home, check my work rota, and then do it, because I have different days off every week. As I've mentioned before, it's a 7-day-a-week operation. Sometimes I get the full weekend off, but most of the time I work one of the weekend days, and that's reflected in a day off during the week. And when I made my hair appointment, I double booked myself for my friend's afternoon tea, which you may remember because I banged on about it for long enough. So yeah, that was a double book there. So I had to rearrange the hair. Then I rearranged it for the day that I'd made the optician's appointment for. And then on the Monday of that week, I think my daughter found out she was having her operation on the same day. So I had to rearrange my hair yet again. So luckily, I've been to my hairdresser for years. It's not something I ever have to do, but I couldn't believe I had to rearrange twice. So hair looks super long. Roots are absolutely disgusting. And I keep thinking, can I let myself go grey? Can I let myself go grey? I'm not there yet, guys. I'm not there. When I'm there, you'll know about it. But right now, it's not the time for me. So, yeah, we shall see. So, yeah, trim up today. I always have cuts, however long the roots are. It's got to be a good 8 weeks or more. So I'm guessing I've got about 1 inch up there that needs chopping off the bottom. And next time you see me, the roots will be gone. So have a great week. As I said, thank you for watching. All the clips will go in now. See you soon. Much love to you all. Take good care and bye. My friend Sharon has been singing the praises of having the Aldi truffle pizza with a little pot of salad from Aldi, house salad. So I thought I'm going to get a little pot of salad to go with my Sainsbury's Taste the Difference truffle pizza, which I got on Sky VIP. And hence that was why I picked up the classic salad. They had a rainbow salad, which looked really nice, but it had peppers in it. So I won't be buying that, unfortunately, because, yeah, it's just a waste not to eat the peppers. So that's for Saturday night with my pizza, which I will cut in half. And then the rest of that can go in sandwiches or whatnot on the dinner plate, who knows. And the other 3 items then that I went in for, Sky VIP freebie, which this week is Sainsbury's Taste the Difference ice lollies. They didn't have any. I swear they didn't have them last time. It was ice lollies, or was it ice cream? And I missed out on the muffins last week because they didn't have them. Plenty of muffins today. But yeah, anyway. And I got these 2 items because I've seen people in one of the Facebook groups that I'm in all about bargains and good deals at all sorts of shops. And these were on a really good Nectar price. So the Cathedral City should be $3.75, but it was $1.88. Yeah, you know me, I'm not going to be able to do the maths, am I? £2, I think I can. Yeah, 174. 174, the Cathedral City. And the Lure Pack, which I don't usually buy. I mean, it is really spenny, isn't it? But I mean, if you like it, now's a great time to stock up. $4.75 usually for that one, which will be a 500 gram warranty. Oh no, it's 400. So that's a smaller size tub than you get with Anchor or Country Life. That's 400. It looks the same, but it's actually smaller. So $4.75, $2.38 off of that. So yeah, that's like £2 something, whatever that may be. $2.30 something. Can't remember. I hate the way they do the receipt because it doesn't tell you the price. Just tells you the Nectar price saving. So £5.59 spent, and I've got $52.98 now remaining on my gift card. So I did look at yellow stickers. There was nothing I was interested in. I'm keeping my eyes open for a joint of meat of some description, or a chicken, something for a roast dinner, and mince, either beef or lamb, but nothing like that was to be had. So unfortunately we didn't get any yellow sticker bargains today. But yeah, got 3 things that I'm really happy with, and maybe, yeah, I can try before that Sky VIP runs out to see if I can manage to get the ice lollies, but I'm not holding my breath. So yeah, that's it from me for now. Hey my lovelies, just back from town, and I can't believe it, when I got all my October cards, I forgot one of my friends' birthdays for later on in the month. So I had to go into Card Factory and pick up a card, which was £1.29. It seems, whereas all their cards used to be 99p, it seems like the majority are now £1.29. And I mean, you know, it's a fair increase, isn't it? You're not just talking about 5p, but yeah, I mean, you can still get some for 99, but these size normal ones used to be 99, and they aren't anymore. Then I went into Boots for a Scan to Recycle drop. I've not done one for a while, but because I'm picking out bits of deodorant from the containers, I definitely needed a deodorant, and you have to spend £10 with your Scan to Recycle situation. And I needed body wash desperately, so I'm trying a different one, because I showed you in my empties the white Dove 0% sulfates, which I've really liked using and would definitely buy again. Well, in Boots that was $3.75. This one was $2.75. Don't get me wrong, I'm fully aware you can pick up a Radox for £1. I know that. But yeah, the Dove Pro Age. So I thought, well, let's give this one a go, because it's also 0 sulfates. There we go. So yeah, 0 sulfates as well. 24-hour renewing micro moisture. So we definitely need that when we need a bit of Dove Pro Age. So yeah, give that one a go and see how we get on with that one. And just to make the money up to £10 or just over, I got a new shower sponge. I do wash these, but I do buy new ones quite regularly. And then again, I still wasn't over £10. And I'd seen quite a few people post about this. I don't need it because I'm using my stash, I know, but it is super duper cheap. And I'd seen a few people mention this on Instagram a while ago, so it was always on my radar. And yeah, it is, let's check the receipt. So Dove Pro Age £2.75, deodorant £3.75, the sponge £2.70, and the moisturiser £1.48. So yeah, about the same price as the Aldi moisturiser. So yeah, be interested to give that a try, even though I'm on Project Pan and trying to use up everything I've got before I buy new. But at that price, as I say, I needed to spend 10 quid, so yeah. And that came to 10.68, so I was only 68p over, and I've got something for my skincare stash at the end of the day, because the moisturiser I'm using might last me till the end of the month, and then I think I've got 2 more, now 3 more. So yeah, I'm definitely doing okay for moisturiser. Next month I think I should need a face wash or cleanser, whatever you like to call it. So that was Card Factory and Boots. Let's put that all out of the way, and then I will drag over what I got in Sainsbury's. Now, I went in for 4 things, and here I have 3 things. And then if you can see with the Advantage card points, the extra over 60s points. So I've definitely worked out now, you only get the over 60s points on anything that's Boots own brand. So that would be on the sponge and the facial moisturiser. So we've got an extra 20 points there. We've got the 500 for the Scan to Recycle drop. And then that now makes my total that I've got in Advantage card points, the monetary value, £65.51. My friend Sharon has been singing the praises of having the Aldi truffle pizza with a little pot of salad from Aldi, house salad. So I thought I'm going to get a little pot of salad to go with my Sainsbury's Taste the Difference truffle pizza, which I got on Sky VIP. And hence that was why I picked up the classic salad. They had a rainbow salad, which looked really nice, but it had peppers in it, so I won't be buying that, unfortunately, because yeah, it's just a waste not to eat the peppers. So that's for Saturday night with my pizza, which I will cut in half, and then the rest of that can go in sandwiches or whatnot on the dinner plate, who knows. And the other 3 items then that I went in for, Sky VIP freebie, which this week is Sainsbury's Taste the Difference ice lollies. They didn't have any. I swear they didn't have them last time. It was ice lollies, or was it ice cream? And I missed out on the muffins last week because they didn't have them. Plenty of muffins today, but yeah. Anyway, and I got these 2 items because I've seen people in one of the Facebook groups that I'm in all about bargains and good deals at all sorts of shops. And these were on a really good Nectar price. So the Cathedral City should be £3.75, but it was £1.88. Yeah, you know me, I'm not going to be able to do the maths, am I? £2, I think I can. Yeah, 174. 174, the Cathedral City. And the Lure Pack, which I don't usually buy. I mean, it is really spenny, isn't it? But I mean, if you like it, now's a great time to stock up. $4.75 usually for that one, which will be a 500 gram, won't it? Oh no, it's 400. So that's a smaller size tub than you get with Anchor or Country Life. That's 400. It looks the same, but it's actually smaller. So $4.75, $2.38 off of that. So yeah, that's like £2 something, whatever that may be, $2.30 something. Can't remember. I hate the way they do the receipt because it doesn't tell you the price, does it? Just tells you the Nectar price saving. So £5.59 spent, and I've got $52.98 now remaining on my gift card. So I did look at yellow stickers. There was nothing I was interested in. I'm keeping my eyes open for a joint of meat of some description, or a chicken, something for a roast dinner, and mince, either beef or lamb, but nothing like that was to be had. So unfortunately we didn't get any yellow sticker bargains today. But yeah, got 3 things that I'm really happy with, and maybe, yeah, I can try before that Sky VIP runs out to see if I can manage to get the ice lollies, but I'm not holding my breath. So yeah, that's it from me for now. So I had my friend here, so I couldn't video as I was doing it. She does watch my videos. I think she's my only friend that knows about the YouTube channel. So I could have done it when she was here, but we were chattering away so much, I completely forgot. So this should have been a pork casserole. I would have normally put it in the oven, but obviously it's the oven that takes all of your money and is really high on the old energy. So I did the whole thing on the hob. So a bit like a stew, really. I have tasted it. The pork is lovely and tender. So I used up the extra lean diced pork leg, which I got for £1.59. And it's literally 2 onions. I think I used 3 of the smaller carrots, a handful of lentils. I put in a sprinkling of sage, 2 bay leaves, and a tin of tomatoes, and half a jug, so about a pint of vegetable stock. So I used a vegetable stock cube. I turned it off a little while ago. I've tasted it. It's absolutely delicioso. And I'm going to do myself some mashed potato and some sprouts. But yeah, it tastes really, really good. I don't feel like it needs anything extra adding to it. And it's made a change from a beef stew. But like I said, with pork, I would normally do a casserole and have it in the oven. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to do the whole thing on the hob. Well, I think I cooked too many sprouts, but I'm going to eat them all because they won't hurt, will they? But yeah, just a quick run through really, because I couldn't do a video as I was cooking. So basically I browned off the pork. Some of the chunks were quite big, so I cut them in half and browned those off. And then I added 2 onions, 3 carrots chopped up, a tin of tomatoes, a pint of stock, 2 bay leaves, and a teaspoon of sage, and a handful of lentils basically. Brought it all up to the boil and let it simmer for 2 hours, just because I feel it's cheaper to do it on the hob than it is to put it in the oven as a casserole. But of course, if you've got a slow cooker, you could indeed use that as well. So yeah, looking forward to tucking into this. So a healthy snack is not something you will often see me make. However, I do actually love this healthy snack. I love dates, and I think we're all pretty much aware of the high fibre content, although I tend not to talk much about that kind of thing on this channel. But yeah, great source of fibre. I do think that people who are watching their weight, which isn't me, I think because they are quite high in sugar, I believe. And I think most people, if you're dieting, the recommendation would be not to eat maybe more than 2 or 3 in a day. But yeah, anyway, so we picked up the dates. I thought I had 3 squares of dark chocolate left in the fridge, but it was only 2. So I've just put those in a little ramekin, the famous goo pots, of which I have plenty. So I'm going to melt that down in the microwave, and I've got my peanut butter out to put in the middle of the dates. I'm not going to do too many because I don't think I'm going to get a lot of chocolate. So I'm just going to get the stones out of the dates, lay them either on that plate or on the greaseproof, put the peanut butter in, and then I'm going to melt the chocolate. So I've just taken the stones out of 6 dates, and I'm putting the peanut butter in now. So yeah, just a small blob, because again, peanut butter, as much as of course nuts are good for you, providing you haven't got a nut allergy of course, then again, it's something that's quite fattening, but this is far more healthy than having a Snickers bar as a snack. I went through that stage a few months back of really fancying a Snickers bar, if you remember, but I'm only doing 6 here because I haven't got that much chocolate. And of course you don't need chocolate at all, but we'll see if we can get a little bit of a coating on all of these. I can confirm they are absolutely delicious once done, and you won't feel quite as guilty for having a chocolate or a sweet snack with these. So I'm just going to melt the chocolate down now. Right, so I've melted down the chocolate. It does get a little bit messy, but we'll see how many we can coat. And then I'm just going to put them back onto the greaseproof paper. We should have plenty for 6. I might even get some more out of it, which is quite good for just 2 squares of chocolate. That's quite a big date, that one. And I do love dates anyway. And I did notice in the supermarket that they had the packs that were like the ones we used to have at Christmas when I was a kid. They were the same price. They were also $2.50, but I wasn't sure if they'd be as juicy as the medjool dates. I didn't pick them up and read them, but because the organic ones were £2.50, I would always rather go for an organic option if it's the same price. So yeah, that was the plan. Sorry, because my hand's having to hold the little ramekin. And I'm not a lover of dark chocolate, but this is one way that I do actually eat it. So that's quite good. And I think we might be able to do some more. It's all getting a bit messy now. Let's get that out. Let's get the stone out the centre. A little bit of peanut butter for inside. And I do like peanut butter, but I don't really eat it on toast or anything like that. Just going to about have enough of this big one if we go all around the edges of the ramekin. Let's try one more. Won't have as much on it, but still going to get a little bit of the chocolatey taste. I mean, lots of people that go to the gym and that I watch on Instagram, and that's where I originally got the idea for these from. I have done this a few times before, but not for a long time. So yeah, if we can get 8 out of those 2 squares of chocolate, that's really good. I was saving that to go in a chilli, and then when I made the chilli, I completely forgot all about it. But yeah, as you can see, it's a messy old job. Don't know how I'm going to turn my phone off in a second because I've got chocolate on both hands now. But yeah, I've managed to get 8 pretty much. Let's pop that. Get a bit of that off of my hands so that I can come back over. So what I will then do is I'll take that grease proof. This is a bit stupid because I should have had it on that plate beforehand. Really, shouldn't I? But where there's a will, there's a way. So they're going to go into the fridge until the chocolate has set. And then I will just keep them in, if I can reach one. I'll just pop them into an old Chinese container, keep them in the fridge. And I'll probably just eat 2 at a time. For a healthy snack, but also, as I said, to help with the fibre. And they do last quite a while in the fridge, to be honest. I'm not sure how long you should keep them, but yeah. And then we've got some left to just eat on their own. How many have I got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, I'll show them to you once they've set and they're in the pot. So the chocolate is now set on the dates, and then I will just pop them into the container and into the fridge they will stay, and I will probably have a couple of those each day.